XCR'10 hits the road again, heading to Bendigo for the 2010 Coliban Ekiden Relays. Despite the inclement weather, it didn't stop record numbers attending what's fast becoming a favourite on the XCR'10 calendar.
Around about 15 years ago, Greg McMahon and Lee Pertil, Lee's one of Bendigo's sort of all-time best distance runners, had this idea to run a road relay event, and they sort of checked it out and thought, hey, Harcourt to Bendigo, using the variety of terrain that we've got around this area with the bush tracks, the bitumen roads, the water races, will make it an ideal thing. So now this is its 15th time, and it's a well-entrenched event in Athletics Victoria's calendar.
It's a real team event, this one. It really tests team bonding, team tactics as well, because each stage is different and you need the right horses for courses. So, you know, it's one of my favourite events, and I'm glad to see that this one has really kicked off in the last few years.
This is one of the few of its type in Australia. It's all done in one day, 40-odd kilometres, men, women, all ages, and it just shows that with 119 teams entered this year, how popular the event is.
This year we're looking at record numbers actually this year, which is fantastic for the event. And I think that's testament to the amount of work that we've put into this one to try and make it a little bit different.
It's actually surprising the amount of enthusiasm this round. Compared to the last few years, we've had a lot of runners sign up to do Coliban who wouldn't normally come out, which is fabulous.
I hope it's club spirit. I wanted to enter 9 teams. We had enough people, but with a couple of guys on holidays and some injuries, we cut it back to 7, and we've actually got enough here and with a couple of spares.
It means a lot of work goes into it, and I'm really happy to see the team managers and the clubs are embracing that and really putting a lot of work into getting their teams on the ground and obviously getting good numbers out here.
Well, I'm cool, calm and collected because I had nothing to do with it. We had 3 or 4 guys get together last Wednesday night and pick the teams, and they've done all the notification. So I've played a very small role in it today, and although it'll get hectic round about starting time, making sure we've just found out that one guy who's supposed to be running first can't make it until later.
I don't think it's even organised chaos. Yesterday it made perfect sense, and right now I think everyone will end up where they're meant to be, but who knows.
To cater for the large numbers, the teams were set off on their journey from Harcourt to Bendigo in 4 staggered starts.
I'm Patrick. I'm Josh.
We joined the men's division race at the first checkpoint, whereas Glenhuntly's Sean Kravitz that caught even his own teammates by surprise, arriving through the crowd and taking Glenhuntly to the lead. Leading the chase, it was Jason Woolhouse from Geelong Region, with Knox and Ballarat YCW close behind. At the same point in the women's race, it was Collingwood Harriers' Catherine Mules who led her team through to the early lead. With Julie Norney giving chase for Glenhuntly, with the Knox athlete not too far behind in third. In the midway point at the men's race, it was Glenhuntly that still held the lead, with Adam Bowles handing over to Dan Hornery, ahead of Knox's Kane Wheelie, with Scott Rantel taking up the running for Geelong Region in third place. Across in the women's race, it was Glenhuntly who'd maintained their lead, with Rachel Johnson from Box Hill in second place, with Kate Cyborg Crosby for Knox holding down third. At the finish, it would be Johnny Matthews for Glenhuntly who take his team down from a start to finish win, with Skin Sounddown Classic winner Mark Tucker from Geelong Region a fast finishing second, with Geordie Williams from Knox anchoring his team for third. It's a bit brutal out there.
Yeah, it's crazy. I knew that I had to get a little bit of a decent gap to start with because Mark's obviously such a strong runner, but had Dan and Luke pop up beside me and give me a bit of motivation, which was good. It's a logistical nightmare really. You got to make sure you're in the right car at the right time, but you know, on a good weather day it's a lot of fun, but today probably not so much, just good to get the points, so I reckon it's pretty alright.
In the women's race, it was an overjoyed Delwyn Hewitt who took her Glenhuntly team down to the win, with the young Box Hill lineup finishing fast for second,
Look, we've got a lot of depth in our club this year. I mean, often I'm a Div 1 or Div 2 runner. This year I've been Div 3, so I was happy to run with Div 1 today, and the pressure was on me, which I didn't really want, but I was glad I could bring it home for the girls. I was just running scared the whole way.
And organised chaos, is that a fair assessment of what Coliban is?
Most definitely. I was ferrying girls all over the place before I started my run, watching the clock tick and I hope I get to the start for my leg on time.
The great camaraderie shown by the competitors out on course. This is Tom Nixon from a very wet Bendigo for ASVIC TV.
Yeah, it's a bit of fun. We had it pretty organised.
Yeah, it's good. Our club takes a bus, so we've worked it out that we have pick-up points for everyone, so they go back and forth picking up everyone. So no, it's good. It's something different.
It was really fun and enjoyable. I liked it.
It was pretty hard, but got through it.
It's alright, I don't mind the rain.